Hello and welcome back to another McMetro video. Today I've got the last two coaches here for my 8-car HST. Well, it's going to be 8-car when I've put these on it. And today also we're going to be fixing some derailment issues I've had with my HST. So let's get into it. So the first coach we've got here is a GWR just standard MK3. So I ordered this from Colletts Models of Exmouth. I do order quite a lot from them, and I do go down to a shop down in Exmouth in Devon a few times a year, so I would definitely recommend them. There'll be a link down in the description below, no sponsorship or anything, but yeah. So here's the coach. So I ordered Coach F for my HST because this is one of the two coaches I was missing, and it's just one of the Hornby 2020 range GWR coaches. You can see in the top right now my video on the Hornby GWR 2020 coaches if you want to have a more in-depth look at them. So yeah, here's this coach. Now, I ordered Coach F. However, when I got this, I realised that it said Coach J. Let me try and focus that in for you. Now, I was at first quite surprised. However, I had a look at the box and it said Coach F as well, so I thought that was a bit weird. And I went online and I found out that every other Coach F was actually a Coach J. So Hornby would be labelling them as Coach F even though they're Coach J. Now, many of GWR's HSTs run an 8-car formation. As you know, I'm trying to replicate that. So I went online and found the GWR seating diagrams for the HSTs. They're still available online now, so I might leave one down in the description below. So on the diagram, it only showed 7 coaches, which were 1 guard standard, 4 normal standards, a buffet, and the first class coach. So it seemed as if there was one missing, as it was only showing a 7-card diagram. So I thought it could work either way. So it went up to E on one side. You'd expect the next standard to be an F. However, on the other side, the buffet was K, and the letter before K is J. So really, the card between them could be either a J or an F. You'd think it was an F, seeing as it kind of went up with the standards, but that's the other side of the first would be J. But I guess GWR may have slotted them in sometimes to increase capacity, so they might have that J as an additional coach, and that's what's that side of it. So anyway, as my name is Joe, it is nice to have a coach beginning with J. Forgetting that anyway, my first Great Western first class coach on my train is a G, which doesn't make sense at all. This is as over time the lettering system has changed, and first used to run the train sometimes as 2 first class coaches opposed to 1 when their HSTs were taken out of intercity service. At the end of the day, I don't mind too much about the lettering. It's more as if it looks prototypical for the last few months of them running in mid-2019, so basically with the mixture of first Great Western and Great Western Railway coaches as you usually would have seen. One difference between the 2017 and the 2020 GWR coaches, which I forgot to mention in the 2020 coach review thing, is that the door indicator is more solid on the 2017 version opposed to less solid one on the 2021. I just wanted to quickly point that out. So the next coach is a First Great Western Coach D, which I ordered from Olivias Trains in Sheffield. There will also be a link down in the description below. No sponsorship and anything, obviously. So this coach here, I really want to get, as I have quite a lot of Great Western Railway coaches now, my Great First Railways mixed HST set. So I was desperate to get hold of a blue coach, so I could even the split, because currently now with the power cars, I've got 5 liveried First Great Westerns and 5 Great Western Railways, so it's pretty even now. So I ordered this from Olivia's Trains, as I said, so I paid a bit more than you would usually pay for an MK3. The thing is, this coach actually came out in 2015, and it is quite highly sought after, sort of thing. I find it very reasonable, to be honest. So whilst I was there, I also paid a few pound extra to get some people fitted. I'm not sure how well those are on camera. Also, I definitely recommend going to Olivia's Trains if you want any rare or limited editions like this here. They seem to get quite a lot in when the item originally comes out, so definitely go check there if you want anything like this. So overall, I'm really happy with the 2 new coaches, Coach J and Coach D. Now, the other thing was that I've been having some issues with my other GWR coaches causing the whole HST to derail, or certain parts of it, which I'm going to explain in this diagram now. So on screen you can see a diagram. So I have to go through the brief history of MK3 GWR First Great Western coaches sort of thing. So right, in 2015 Hornby released the First Great Western Mark III. I have 3 of them now, and they didn't have any M pockets, but they came with wide tension lock couplings. Now, in 2016, Hornby released the power cars, which I have got. Now, seeing as Hornby released the power cars, well, my power cars anyway, a year after, these coaches were so hard to find already, and that's why I only originally had 2. Then, in 2017, Hornby released the GWR coaches with the NEM pocket, so I could change couplings, but it came with medium tension lock couplings. So this is where my problem started to happen when I went around corners, and then the wide tension locks of the First Great Western ones pushed against the medium tension locks of the GWR ones. Then finally we go on to 2020, where Hornby released pretty much the same coach as 2017, however it came standard with wide tension lock couplings. So you've got to bear with me here because I've got the camera in my hands, not on the tripod. So as you can see, I've got this second radius sort of bendy thing there, right? So this was the issue between the couplings which caused the trains to derail. So on the right I've got some 2020 Hornby coaches, and on the left I've got some 2017 Hornby GWR coaches. So as you can see, not sure how well this is coming out. So on the left you've got the medium coupling, and on the right you've got the wide coupling. However, basically when they were going around corners, because they had different couplings, like the wide one was trying to push in on the medium one, which caused it sometimes to derail. So to solve the problem, I got a pack of these, which are Hornby's NEM wide couplings, which I got along with the order from Colletts. So my 2 problem coaches, which are both from the 2017 range, which are the Hornby Buffet GWR and the TGS, falling away there. So what we're going to be doing is fitting these with wide couplings, so then all the coaches have wide couplings. So as you can see, I'm fitting the first coupling here. So this is the buffet car, and as you can see, there's the medium coupling. So what I'm just going to do, just going to go and pull at it, and there you go, come straight out. So now I'm going to go get a wide coupling and just slot it in there. And there we go, done. Make sure to keep the medium coupling just in case you ever need it in the future. So I'm going to go and fit the other coach, the TGS, and I'll be back. So I've now fitted both coaches with the wide tension lock couplings, so I think it's time for a bit of a running session. And now, as I fitted the tension lock couplings, the motor car can now push the train without it derailing, hopefully anyway. So for the first shot, we're just going to drive the train, well, backwards. So let's give it a go. Wow, I really need to make a longer platform. An 8-car train on a 4-car platform? So I hope you enjoyed that small running session. I know I enjoyed making it. So there's a few things I want to quickly talk about before the end of the video. So now I've got all the coaches and everything for my HST, I want to talk about what I'm going to be doing to it in the future. So the first thing is hunt couplings. Many of you know what hunt couplings are. They're these magnetic close couplings which you can use on pretty much any wagon or coach. That includes the Mark III coaches. So now I just invested in a pack of the Hornby wide tension lock couplings to fix my derailments. So now hung couplings are still on the cards for the future, however I don't think I'm going to go for them soon. I would rather go with other things before that, however you don't know, do you? So the next thing are speakers, specifically rail exclusive speakers. So I've decided over time now that I am going to go with a speaker upgrade for my HST by changing out and soldering it. I'll definitely do a video when I do that. However, I'm not sure when I'll get around to getting them just yet. However, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos recently on speaker upgrades, stuff like that, and a lot of people for the HSTs are going with rail exclusive ones, so I'm probably going to go down that route too. The next thing is people. So on eBay you can get so many people for quite a low price, and as I got quite a few fitted in the coach I bought from Olivias Trains, and I have 1 or 2 already in my coaches that I fitted before, I thought why not just go and fit them in all of them. So at some point I'm going to go out and buy in bulk a load of people and stick them in the HST coaches, and also use some on the mini exhibition layout. I'll also put that in a video when I do it. I'm 99% not going to be putting in coach lighting, especially in the near future. This is because if I want to have it done, I have to put like the contacts on the bottom of the wheels, and I'm not going to do it myself. I'd probably pay someone to do it, and then it comes out quite a lot of money. The only other thing I could do is fit the train tech strips, light strips. I used to have these in my 2 original HST coaches, the 2 original blue ones, but I ended up taking them out and put one in my 153, and I've got the other one just on hand at the moment. But the thing is, you have to change the batteries every once in a while, and even if it's 2 years or whatever, I just don't want to take them apart again and again and again. So for the time being, definitely I'm just going to leave this one. Finally, we've got coach gangways. So you can buy these online from multiple places like eBay and stuff like that. And I was thinking I might fit some between my coaches on my HST just to make it look a bit nicer, which I really think it will. The only issue is I'm not sure how well they would work with hunt couplings or other close couplings if I did end up going for them, as the gap is already pretty close and I'm not sure how well they'd work. I'll have to think about that one. So there we go. This really long video is nearly at an end. I'm so sorry. It's just when it's a HST video, it just seems to go on forever because I got so much to talk about it. But before you go, I just want to quickly show you a video that I've been able to find from a few years back now of my HST when it was just running the 2 blue coaches. So I'll show it to you now. So yeah, there you go. That was from the end of 2017. A lot has changed since then, and that includes the loft and everything else as well. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video today. It would be amazing if you could like and subscribe if you enjoyed this super long video and all that. But yeah, I hope to see you in the next one. Stay safe as always. See ya.